Hi viewers, welcome to Kajna TV. Today I'm going to talk about the xenophobian attack that is going on in South Africa that is really affecting the continent as whole. Xenophobic attack in South Africa isn't just a local issue, the ripple effects across Africa on the entire internet, on the entire continent. Here are how it can damage African unity and the economy. So, when we talk about xenophobian attack, what do you mean by this? Xenophobian attack is the attack on the foreign immigrants into a country. So, I'm opposing xenophobic attack that's going on in South Africa against the fellow Africans. When we talk about xenophobic attack, let us put Africa as the father, then the African countries as the children. That's children to Africa as the father. When your children are fighting among themselves, they're creating disunity among themselves. How do you feel as a father? It's a very serious case when you to put yourself in that shoe as a father. When your children are fighting among themselves, every time they're fighting, they're doing something that is not good, that will not make you feel good as a father. So as a father, as the head of the family, the head of the family is the Africa. When your children is fighting, you feel that pain inside you. I want you to figure it out like that. Put yourself in that position, like you have a father. We people all we have in different families. How do you feel when your children are fighting? It will be a very serious matter. So, xenophobia attack is a very serious matter, but other people are not taking that something serious. They are not taking it as something serious. This is really affecting African world. We have the impact on the African unity, then the impact on the African economy. What do I mean when we talk like this? When we dive into the impact on the African unity, I'm just going to give three. I'm going to give three impact on the African unity, then three impact on the African economy. Number one reason is it weakens Pan-African ideas. Africa has long promoted unity through the African unity. So xenophobia attack directly violates the ideas of xenophobic. It violates the idea of the African Union. It contradicts the vision by creating division between the Africans instead of creating solidarity for we as the African community. So even the black South Africans, they're not supporting this, like the EFF. Joseph Malema, the head of the EFF party, he urges that blaming foreign African nationals for unemployment, crime, poverty, this may shift attention away from deeper issues like inequality, poor governance, and economic exclusion affecting the South Africans, the black South African, affecting the black South Africans. So, he also urges that the real struggle is not against the fellow African, but the real struggle is against the systemic inequality and economic injustice that is going on in South Africa. That's what he urges. Then the number two reason why xenophobic attacks should be abolished and the effect on the African unity is it creates mistrust among the African nation. What do you mean when you talk like this? When foreign nationals, e.g. the Nigerians, the Zimbabweans, the Kenyans, the Somalians, when they are being attacked or mistreated in South Africa, their own countries lost trust in South Africa. This can strain diplomatic relationship and cooperation among the African community. It can also give opportunities for the Western country to recolonize Africa in a way that we may not even analyze it properly. It gives more time for the whites to recolonize Africa. When xenophobic attacks continue and spread all over Africa. Then the number 5 reason on the effects or the impact on the African unity due to xenophobic attack that's going on in South Africa is it encourages retaliation and tension among the African community. Past xenophobic attacks have triggered protests and threats of retaliation in other countries. This can escalate into regional instability. Like in South Africa, we had over nine of xenophobic attacks in the past years in the history of South Africa that has been going on for the past years. The first one, it happened in 2008. It was called the nationwide violence. It began in Alexandria on the side of Johannesburg and spread nationwide in South Africa. Then the second one happened in November 2009. It was called the Didymus violence. Then the third one happened in 2013. It was called the localized attack. You start seeing those xenophobic attack that was going on in South Africa. Then the fourth one happened in January to April 2015. It happened in Durban, Johannesburg. It was called the Durban Johannesburg and arrest. Then the fifth one happened in 2017. It was called the anti-foreigner protest. Then the fifth one happened in 2019. It was called the urban violence, the major urban violence. Then the seventh one happened in 2020 to 2022. It was called the recurring incident. The number 8 happened in 2023. It was called Operation Dudula. Then the last one that is still going on started in 2024 to 2026. It was called Continuous Periodic Attack. It's still going on. So the number 4 reason why South Africans should abolish the xenophobic attack on fellow Africans is discourage free movement across Africa. So What do you mean when we do like this? Initiative like the African Continental Free Trade Area depend on free movement of people and labor. So xenophobic attack directly discourages Africans from traveling to South Africa. So this can affect the initiative that is called the AFTA. The AFTA is the African Free Trade Area. This agreement was just signed. This agreement was just created in 2018 and it became legally active in 2019 and it started, the real trade started in 2021 when you are to figure out those years that the Africans have benefited from free trade just started in 2021 after creating this thing. So the 2021 just started in 2021. So when you have to calculate it to 2026, it's just something like 5 years. So the xenophobic attack, if it is to spread all over Africa, then this issue of free trade will be abolished. This is due to mistrust. Then we have the impact on the African economy. It is about the effects of xenophobic attack on the economy of Africa as a whole. When we take this thing as something that is not serious, then Africa is going somewhere that we as the Africans we won't be happy about it when we take it as something that is just for the South Africans. Put the African countries who are suffering, the African immigrants that are in South Africa that are suffering from these things and the effects that their home countries could retaliate on South Africa, then it may spread all over Africa. Then the effects may be something bad on we as the Africans. So I'm here to talk about the negative effect on the African economy due to xenophobic attack that is going on in South Africa. The number one reason is it disrupts trade and business networks. What do I mean by this? Many foreign Africans, they always run small business in South Africa. So, xenophobia attack destroy shops, supply chains and investment, affecting local and cross-border trade. So there are very many borders that are being affected due to xenophobic attack that is going on in South Africa. We have the South African Zimbabwe border. This border is called the Bay Bridge border point. Then we have the South African Mozambique border. This one is called the Limpopo border post. It's also being affected by the xenophobia attack that is going on in South Africa. Then we have the South African Botswana border. This is the Remachabama border post is also being affected. Then we have the South African Lesotho border. This is called the Maseru Bridge. It's also being affected by this xenophobic attack. Then we have the South African Eswatini border. It's called Oshe border post. This is also being affected by the South African xenophobic attack. So all these borders, if they're being affected by the xenophobic attack, where is the economy of Africa going? Remember, money just move all over Africa. So if the economy is being affected at one place, it will be a very terrible thing for us as the Africans. Then the number 2 reason what I have that is affecting the African economy, it reduces foreign investment within Africa. What do I mean by this? South Africans may avoid putting the African investors, the big African investors, may avoid putting money in South Africa due to safety concerns, reducing intra-African investment. So we have African investors like Aliko Dangote is the founder of Dangote Group Nigeria. Then we have Johan Rupert, is the chairman of Richmond, and this one is based in South Africa. He always invests in the luxury products. Then we have Saman Abdul Rabiu. He is the founder of Bua Group. He is also based in Nigeria. So such big investors, if they're being demotivated by the xenophobia attack that is going on, this can weaken African economy. Then the number 3 reason is it harms regional economic integration. Economic cooperation under frameworks like the African Free Continental Trade. So xenophobic attacks may undermine this thing, slowing down African economy. It will be a very serious matter also. Then the 4th reason why xenophobic attack in South Africa may affect the African economy is it can decline the tourist industry, or it can affect the tourist industry. Negative global media coverage. The xenophobic attack reduces tourism, not just in Africa, but in the whole of Africa. It reduces tourism. Why? Because the tourists that are moving all over Africa will be discouraged because of insecurity of Africans fighting fellow Africans over something that can be even solved within a short period of time. So, my fellow Africans, let's take this thing as something very serious. Xenophobic attacks is going to affect us. We Africans, we came from a long way. Those period of colonization, we shift to this period of fighting for our freedom. We fought for our freedom. like Nelson Mandela, Kwame Nkrumah. Those people, they fought for independence. So immediately they got the independence. We thought we are free now, but it's not yet over. When we start fighting among ourselves, we as the Africans, then we are going to attract something that we cannot even bear, we as the Africans. The whites may get another opportunity to recolonize Africa indirectly. So we should be aware that these things can happen and can affect the African community. Stay tuned. This is Lightner TV. See you again on the next video. We are going to talk about why the global community are afraid of Aliko Dangote, the biggest African investor. See you again in our next video.